word vlog. I guess I never had one, so it's a new one. I figured I'd document this little journey. I'm up here in Eagle Harbor. See right there. My favorite lighthouse. Looks really tiny in here. But the goal is to get Comet P12-Pons-Brooks over top of it. According to the plan, it looks like it'll do that around 11 p.m. give or take. I'll superimpose that stuff in post, so that way you can see the plan and how it works out. And then here's what I got for the gear today. So we got a 100 to 400. This is an f4 lens, but hopefully it being on a tracker, that'll suffice okay. I did a 200 millimeter shot with the Comet, and I really want to get it bigger, so we're going to try this out. I got the drone here. Gonna do some blue hour stuff with the drone, possibly get some Orion stuff to put behind it. So it should be a good experimental type trip. I haven't had a good experiment trip in a while. Okay, so it's almost dark. I know, looking at this, it's like, oh, it's gotta be dark already, but no, it's not. About 20 more minutes. So this is the 400 millimeter setup I have. Hopefully gonna track the Comet over that lighthouse over there. And then over here, this little guy is the Orion setup. So this one's going to track Orion, which should be right over here for that drone shot that I want to do. So, almost. Well, hey, so last night didn't quite go as planned. When you're dealing with a comet that faint, nothing like Neowise was a couple years ago, silly me thought you would see it through the lights on the lighthouse, and that wasn't quite the case. So we're going to try it again today, but this time I'm going to go to a spot that's a couple miles up the road to do the sky shot at the same time that it would be over the top of the lighthouse, and then just going to composite it in at that point. There's just no way around it because you can't turn the lights off the lighthouse. So, but it's still kind of a cool shot. I'll use the PlanIT Pro app to line it back up, and it should be good to go. The good news is that it was spot on. It was exactly where it should have been, according to PlanIT Pro, which I'll show in the video here. But so it was a good learning experience. The coolest part was Aurora came out last night, and so that was a nice consolation prize, I guess, if anything. So it's kind of fun talking about the pros and the cons, or the mess ups and things you learn doing all these astro type adventures. So stay tuned. Getting closer. Let's look at the cameras. Okay, here's my 100 to 400. Good to go, hopefully. Okay, before it gets dark, I want to show you how I am able to find this Comet somewhat easy now, even without a go-to mount. And we're going to look at the sky, and I know you probably can't see too much here, but right now the Comet is a little bit south of Triangulum, which would be the triangular shaped constellation there. And then you hop down to a star that's right next to it, which you can barely see on this phone, unfortunately, but you see Jupiter off to the left. But you hop to that star, and it's basically right next to that star under Triangulum. There's also the constellation Aries that it's in right now. So I was able to do that quick little star hop and get it in these twilight shots. So pretty thrilling.